Tina, living with epilepsy in 2014, what's it like?
It is very hard because this is a fast-paced world. People want to have conversations. I've got 2 teenage children. They can watch a television programme. They can be on their iPad. They can be on their phone. Not most people in this world are on a fast track. With my epilepsy, it's harder to concentrate, to take into information and to process it, so you can really only do one thing at a time. And then the part of the memory that is my memory has been affected by my epilepsy. It's part of the memory is called the hippocampus. It stores the information, new information, as in if you meet someone for the first time, they say their name, and you store this information and then it gets processed into the long-term memory. My problem is that it just does not work properly, and so I can find myself in a situation where people will remember me. I can have a conversation with them one day and they will remember it, but to me it's just a blank. Long-term memories from childhood, that is fine, but everyday tasks just come harder for me because I can have it in my mind 1 minute and the next minute it's just gone. Just a simple task like making a cup of coffee, I will have a cup there, I turn round to say the phone rings, anything, any slight distraction, that task is completely forgotten about.
People don't really know that. If we use it in crude terms to the man on the street, people think epilepsy is somebody who now and again has a fit. But your testimony is it affects so many different aspects of your life.
Yes.
Have things got any easier for you?
Basically, it's adapting. I've had to adapt myself. The more I tell people, my friends, my family, that the more you spread awareness and you tell them that it is just, you have got to have a little bit more patience with me. Doesn't mean that I don't understand everything. It means that sometimes the information is just not processing fast enough, and so you might have to say the same information to me 5 times before I can actually register. And everyday life it can be hard if you let it be hard, if you won't let yourself say, right, this is my life, I've got to get on with it anyway. So you've got to know your limits. Don't try and punish yourself to do too much. I say to myself, if I get halfway through the day and my concentration levels are not there, I'll go and have a lie down for half an hour, and when I get up again, my batteries are recharged and things do make sense. I can work at a faster pace and things are okay.
You're a member of a number of different support groups. Can you talk one you meet here in the Thameslide? Tell us about some of the support groups.
Right, well, I belong to Epilepsy Action, and we have a coffee morning here at the Thameside on the 4th Wednesday of the month. It's basically to support people in the area, in the Thurrock and Basden area, that have epilepsy. We want to be able to put you in contact with any help that you can get. You are entitled to disability living allowance. A lot of people do not know these things. They don't get told about them. And basically to know that there are other people with epilepsy, and also just other people that are their carers or their friends, if it's a new thing to them, to help them come to terms with it.
In the world of social media, How has the world of social media helped you at all?
I've just been, I do go on Facebook now a lot. I find that there's a new app called Time Hop, and I've actually recently written an article on Time Hop for Epilepsy Review magazine. They're part of the Epilepsy Society. They're on Facebook themselves, and the Time Hop app, basically everything that you write on Facebook, it stores it like a memory, a database, and the Time Hop app is used to, along in conjunction with Facebook, to recall things that you've posted on Facebook. So it will bring back things from a year ago, 2 years ago, present them to you in a post, and you can share that information with your friends. It will trigger memories. If you've posted photographs on Facebook, say a year ago, and that comes back to you on Time Hop, then it can trigger a memory, and you've got that to share with your friends. So it's a really good positive experience.
Because you're a writer as well. I mean,
Yes.
a member of Thurrock Writers Circle, etc. But how does that help you?
It really stimulates me. It helps me. I write about anything and everything. I write poetry about my epilepsy, and I also write about everyday stresses of everyday life. Basically, I do keep a seizure diary. My husband basically writes when I have seizures, so that helps the hospital. Basically, it does encourage you in a lot of ways. I also love art, so I can express myself through art and through writing.
So without sounding too sort of flippant, in many ways you've used the epilepsy. You can get busy living or get busy dying. You decided, I'm going to get busy living, and there's opportunities out there.
Yes, if you can't have the life you want, you've got to make the best of the life you have. I used to work. I used to be a secretary. I used to commute up to London when I was in my 20s. When the epilepsy nurse 2 years ago, I had video telemetry, which is electrodes put in your head and you're monitored. And I had a seizure whilst I was having the video telemetry. And then I asked my consultant for myself to be able to view this, because I can't see what everybody else can see. And I saw myself, and it was very surreal, having a seizure. And it does, obviously it's very scary. But I decided that's not the real me. That's only part of me. The real Tina is me, my personality. Nothing can take that away. The epilepsy can't take that away. It can't rise above me and consume me, because I've only got one life, and so I have to change the way I live that life and adapt it. And through doing other things, having lots of friends, having a family. Family is important. My children and my husband have been there to support me. They have grown up, my two girls have grown up seeing me having seizures. So I don't expect any special treatment from that. They know how to treat me when I've had a seizure, but they don't give me the fussy treatment. I don't want to be looked after.
Tina Thompson, thank you very much.